If you don't like mysteries but still crave ancient tales, then this is for you. Have you ever wondered how ancient civilizations faced natural disasters? Can one man's vision save an entire village from destruction? What would you do if you knew a great flood was coming? Discover the legend of Gidimi and the Great Flood. Could ancient wisdom hold the key to survival? Tune in to see how ancient wisdom battles catastrophe. Are you ready to uncover the secrets of the past?
From the mystic lands of northeast India, uncover ancient folk tales and timeless lore that echo through generations. Join us on a journey into the vibrant heritage that shapes these lands. This is Echoes of the Tribes. Stay tuned.
Why are there not more people talking about the legend of Gidimi? The Ao people lived in a fertile valley. Towering mountains protected them. Life was peaceful. The land provided all they needed. Gidimi, a respected elder, was known for his wisdom. He would often share stories with the young and offer guidance to those in need. He lived a simple life, content with the rhythms of nature. The villagers looked up to him. They trusted his judgment. Little did they know, a storm was brewing. I don't think people understand the power of dreams. One night, Gidimi had a vivid dream. A raging torrent of water consumed everything in its path. The mountains themselves seemed to tremble before the might of the flood. Gidimi saw his village swallowed whole. The villagers swept away by the relentless current. He woke with a gasp, his heart pounding. The dream was so real, so terrifying, that he couldn't dismiss it as a mere nightmare. It was a vision, a warning of an impending catastrophe. Everybody's looking for answers. Gidimi called a village meeting. He stood before his people, his face etched with concern. He told them of his dream, of the devastating flood that threatened to engulf their world.
Some listened with open hearts, their faces etched with fear. They had always trusted Gidimi's wisdom.
Others scoffed and dismissed his words as the ramblings of an old man. They had lived in the valley for generations. They had never seen a flood, not even a severe storm. They refused to believe that their lives could be turned upside down.
Gidimi pleaded with them, urging them to see reason. He knew in his heart that the dream was a message, a warning from the spirits. This is going to blow your mind. Despite the skepticism, a small group of villagers heeded Gidimi's warning. They were a mix of young and old, men and women, all united by their faith in Gidimi. They began gathering wood and supplies, working tirelessly to build a giant boat.
The skeptics mocked our efforts, but we pressed on, our resolve unwavering.
They worked day and night, their hands blistered and sore. The boat began to take shape, a symbol of hope in the face of impending doom. Gidimi oversaw the construction, his heart heavy with the weight of responsibility. He knew that the fate of the village rested on his shoulders. This is going to blow your mind. Then it began. The sky, once clear and blue, turned a menacing grey. The wind howled, whipping the trees into a frenzy. Rain began to fall, slowly at first, then with increasing intensity.
The skeptics, their laughter silenced, watched in horror as the water level began to rise.
The river, once a gentle stream, swelled into a raging torrent. The flood had arrived. Panic gripped the village as the water rose higher and higher, engulfing homes and fields. People screamed, their voices lost in the roar of the water and the howling wind. It was a scene of chaos and despair. Those who had doubted Gidimi now scrambled for safety, but it was too late. I bet you didn't know the resilience of Gidimi and his followers. Gidimi and his followers, huddled together in the giant boat, watched as the flood consumed their village. The boat, tossed and turned by the raging current, remained afloat. They had built well.
We rode the waves of destruction, our hearts heavy with sorrow for those who had perished. We had escaped the fate of our fellow villagers, but we were now adrift in a world transformed by water.
Days turned into nights, and still the rain fell. The world had become an endless expanse of water. Food and water were running low. Hope began to dwindle. Just when their spirits were about to break, the rain stopped. The sun peeked through the clouds, casting a golden glow on the waterlogged world. This is going to blow your mind. Slowly, the floodwaters began to recede. Land emerged from the watery depths. The boat, battered but intact, finally came to rest on a mountain slope.
We stepped out onto dry land, our faces filled with a mixture of relief and trepidation. We had survived. We were alive.
As they surveyed the devastated landscape, they knew they had a long and arduous task ahead of them.
We would rebuild our village, our lives, our world, and we would honor the memory of those who had been lost.
Gidimi, hailed as a hero, led his people with wisdom and compassion. The legend of the Great Flood and Gidimi's prophecy were passed down through generations of AO people, a reminder of the importance of heeding the warnings of nature and the power of resilience in the face of adversity.
The village, rebuilt on higher ground, stood as a testament to Gidimi's courage and the enduring spirit of the Ao people.